In summary, the coin portfolio built by Samsung is not just a collection of venture investments. As of early 2026, the intersection of global finance and technology is experiencing a massive shift, and all eyes are on Samsung. The conglomerate is moving far beyond its identity as a hardware manufacturer to claim the operating system of the new artificial intelligence-driven economy. This strategic ambition is manifesting through a Web3 portfolio carefully cultivated by Samsung. Next in Samsung Venture Investment, Samsung Electronics recently formed the SVIC 76 Fund, a $300 billion KRW artificial intelligence innovation vehicle to accelerate the fusion of blockchain infrastructure and AI. This fund represents a significant tactical arm of Samsung's broader $450 trillion KRW investment blueprint, signaling that the ultimate destination for this capital is the digital nervous system of the future. Analysts increasingly view these moves not as mere asset speculation, but as a grand experiment to replace the plumbing of the global digital economy with Samsung-backed technology stacks. At the vanguard of this architectural shift is the SWI network, which recently proved its institutional mettle through a high-profile alignment with the gatekeepers of traditional finance. On February 6, 2026, Coinbase, the world's largest regulated digital asset exchange, officially adopted the SWI token standard across its entire infrastructure. This move effectively completed a highway for institutional capital to flow into the SWI ecosystem. SWI is now rapidly moving toward the completion of its S2 integrated stack, with a native stablecoin, USD-CUI, scheduled for release within 2026. This stablecoin is positioned to act as a primary anchor, potentially enabling gas-free transactions within the SWI network. As Adeni Abiodun, co-founder of Miston Labs, has articulated, SWI is evolving into a unique engine for the agentic Web3 era, where AI agents autonomously manage and trade assets on-chain. Given Samsung's plan to equip over 800 million devices with AI capabilities by the end of 2026, SWI's high-speed processing and object-centric data model are set to become the invisible software infrastructure supporting Samsung's hardware empire. Samsung's strategy also prioritizes the deeper realms of data, sovereignty, and privacy, with Aleo serving as a cornerstone. Samsung next identified the potential of zero-knowledge ZK technology early through a Series B investment in Aleo. In late January 2026, the Aleo network, in collaboration with Circle, launched USDCX, a version of the USDC stablecoin with built-in privacy features on its mainnet. This technically resolves the primary concern for enterprises: adopting blockchain, the exposure of trade secrets on public ledgers. Aleo's selective disclosure technology allows for hidden transaction details, while remaining fully auditable by regulators, setting a new benchmark for institutional-grade infrastructure. This aligns perfectly with the philosophy of Samsung's Knox security platform, suggesting that sensitive financial activities on future Samsung devices may soon operate within Aleo's protective framework. Arbitrum, the dominant force in the Ethereum Layer 2 market, remains another critical strategic stronghold for Samsung's capital. As of February 2026, Arbitrum commands approximately $16.5 billion in total value, locked TVL, maintaining overwhelming market trust. The focal point of its 2026 roadmap is the Stylus upgrade, which acts as a massive gravity well for developers. By allowing smart contracts to be written in mainstream languages, like Rust and C, Stylus is drawing millions of Web2 engineers into the ecosystem who were previously deterred by Solidity. Furthermore, the introduction of the Bold protocol enables permissionless validation, maintaining Ethereum-level security while drastically increasing throughput. For Samsung, this provides the stable and highly scalable environment necessary for high-volume digital asset management. The final piece of the real-world utility puzzle is falling into place through the partnership between Samsung Pay and Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay serves as a vital bridge for users to spend digital assets in everyday scenarios. Directly integrated with Samsung Pay, it already supports over 500,000 virtual card users who can make instant payments at millions of global merchant locations. With its own Layer 1 blockchain, Alchemy Chain, set for mainnet deployment in the second quarter of 2026, and having secured money transmitter licenses in 14 states, Alchemy Pay is operating as a new financial artery that leverages Samsung's vast device ecosystem to normalize crypto payments in the traditional world. Samsung's relentless push into the AI era reaches its peak with projects like Zero-G Labs, Sahara AI, and Witness AI. Samsung Next's early backing of Zero-G Labs has supported the development of a decentralized operating system for AI. Zero-G Labs has demonstrated its ability to process data 50,000 times faster than competitors, enabling the real-time on-chain processing required for massive AI training and inference. Meanwhile, Sahara AI is realizing a collaborative model between humans and AI, creating a functional economic system where users earn tokens by labeling AI training data. Complementing this is Witness AI, which recently secured $58 million in funding. With participation from Samsung Ventures, Witness AI serves as the trust layer, managing the security and governance of AI agents to protect Samsung's mobile and home appliance ecosystems from novel threats. These diverse projects are being woven into a single value chain through Story Protocol, an infrastructure for assetizing intellectual property on-chain. Story Protocol demonstrated significant long-term discipline by recently delaying its first major token unlock until August 2026. This move was intended to shift focus away from short-term price volatility and toward its core utility, the licensing of human-generated datasets for AI training. This reflects a broader trend among Samsung-invested projects, where the emphasis is on sustainable value creation rather than speculative cycles. Meanwhile, the underlying infrastructure is being reinforced by Theta Network, which recently integrated NVIDIA H200 GPUs to double AI processing speeds, and Helium, which is nearing its fourth halving in August 2026 while deploying AI-driven anti-fraud systems to maximize network reliability. Institutional attention is now flooding into this Samsung-backed ecosystem. Major asset managers like Bitwise and 21 Shares have submitted applications to the SEC for SWI-based exchange-traded funds, with final decisions expected throughout 2026. Grayscale's filing for a SWI trust further. This validation by the suits and ties of Wall Street suggests that the infrastructure Samsung has nurtured is reaching a critical inflection point. It is the skeleton of a digital empire designed to support the AI-driven automated economy of the late 2020s. We are not merely witnessing a temporary trend, but the permanent evolution of digital finance, designed by a titan with the names chosen by Samsung leading the charge. As institutional capital flows into infrastructure, like SWI and Arbitrum, as security is guaranteed by Elio and Witness AI, and as real-world payment is completed via Alchemy Pay, a global financial transformation is well underway. Backed by Samsung's technological and capital might, these revolutionary infrastructures are setting the new standards for the digital asset market. Indicates that these projects are being recognized as next-generation institutional assets alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum.